Hello everyone, it's the weekend. I'm your host Erin and I'll be reading for all 12 signs from Spirit for the weekend of August 5th through August 7th. Let's get started and find out what messages Spirit has for you. And hello to you, Capricorn. Let's see what Spirit is saying for you this weekend. We're starting with the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So starting out with some emotion there. We know that the Knight is always bold and brash and ready to move forward. And in your case, it's saying that this is going to be starting off with some flirtation and strong rush of emotions, some affection, showing affection to someone. So this weekend I would say that you are going to be with someone who you care very much about and someone that you are going to enjoy that flirtation, whether that be your actual partner or whether that be someone in your own close group, someone you can flirt with in a fun way and keep your flirtation skills nice and sharpened, but know that it's just in fun. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn. I'm not seeing flirtation as in trying to attract a new partner, but in just maybe keeping the relationship fresh or just having some fun with someone who you are very emotionally tied to already. Not necessarily the partner, but just someone that you could flirt with, and it would be victimless per se. It would be just for fun. Then we have the Four of Swords. With the Four of Swords, it's speaking to taking a break from your normal routine to feel like you've gotten some rest. So this person that you feel this close to is going to help you get some R&R, and it sounds like, Capricorn, it is much needed. So you're going to be taking this weekend to recharge, just to like a bit of, well, like I said, R&R. You're going to need this time. Something big is going to be coming up for you in the near future. So this time that you're taking to have fun and relax with this person and to really get some recovery time, that's going to help you be refreshed and ready to deal with something that's coming up for you. So just if you have the opportunity, please take it. You need to get some time for yourself. Give yourself some time to really contemplate and think about how you want to handle something that's coming up in the future. So have fun, be lighthearted, enjoy that time. The flirtatious relationship, someone that you're going to just be having a great time with. They're going to be helping you recover, helping you get that vacation sensation, but it's going to be necessary for something that's coming up for you. And then we do end with your action card, your Five of Wands. And with the Five of Wands, it's talking about that the competition that you're going to be coming up against. So this is what I'm thinking is coming up for you. Something is coming up where you're going to be in deep competition. You're going to have to be very diligent. It's not going to be easy to overcome. And so that means, Capricorn, you know it's coming. So think about what that is. Doesn't necessarily mean it's work. It just means it's something that is going to require your attention. It's something someone else is going to be vying to do and get into, and you're going to have to stand your ground. You're going to have to be ready to compete and struggle to keep it. And it is something that is going to improve your overall condition, improve yourself. So it's that kind of thing where it's going to be a challenge for you, but in the end, you will be very glad you did it, and you will end up really appreciating that experience and what it's brought to you. So don't be afraid to try something new, and know that this time that this weekend is going to give you so that you can feel more relaxed and more ready to take on the world. Appreciate that and use it to your advantage when the time does come, because Capricorn, it's coming. Might not be next week, but it's coming in the near future. Hello to you, Virgo, and let's see what Spirit is talking about for you this weekend. I see the King of Cups. I see the Four of Cups. Ooh, and the Nine of Cups. So for you, Virgo, this weekend is going to be full of emotion, full of, I would have to say, some sort of romance. You've got all cups. All of your cards are emotion. So this is kind of, I feel like it's going to be a little bit out of character for you. But what I'm also thinking before I even go into what the cards are actually saying, this kind of emotion I'm thinking is for someone special. It's for someone in your family, someone who you truly love. Now, if you're in a committed relationship, you have a wife, you have a husband, you have a life partner. Not saying it couldn't be them, but because all of this emotion, every single card in your reading is emotion, I'm thinking it's for someone who your emotion runs very deeply. And so I'm just thinking for those Virgos that aren't married, it's going to be someone like a sibling, a parent. Like I adore my nieces. I think of my nieces and my nephews as my surrogate children. So in this case, we would be saying someone along those lines. So we're starting out with the King of Cups, and the King of Cups talks about enjoyment and good feelings all around. Just every influence that's going to come to you this week is going to be something that's in your favor, something that is good for you. With the Four of Cups, we're talking about being aware of your emotional status with your partner or with that person who we're talking about. So not taking them for granted, not forgetting that, everything can't be flowers and hearts. Everything, in any good long-term committed relationship, whether it be your family, whether it be your lover, or whoever it is, it does require work and attention, and the work and attention have not been there. So you need to bring that back. So again, like I'm saying, it doesn't have to be your life partner or your spouse, but whoever this is, you're having such a good start with that King of Cups, but the Four of Cups is just reminding you that it does take work to maintain a good, strong relationship. And then with the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups is saying that everything is going to end up on a beautiful note. You're going to feel like you couldn't have had this better if you had ordered it. I always like to say that because it's that sense that magic is in the air. Like everything emotional is going so beautifully. So that Four of Cups is there just as a reminder. You are doing well with this. Your emotional week is going to be very high charged. You're going to be not necessarily out of your element, but definitely delving into this one more than you normally do. So just be prepared to have your heart open and ready to go, Virgo. Hello, Aries. Welcome back and welcome to the show. And let's see what the weekend is holding for you. We're starting with the Six of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Lovers. So and you have a nice power card, a standalone card there, Aries. So that should definitely appeal to you. Your very enthusiastic nature, wanting to seek the best in everything and do your best with everything. So having the Lovers there is a very nice way to end your weekend. But we're starting out with your Six of Swords. And with the Six of Swords, it's speaking to a period where you feel things are transitioning beautifully. Things are going very well, almost like a sense of peace, and definitely improvement in your life is happening. So this weekend is just going to be a very forward-moving, very positive time for you. Things that you're trying to get accomplished this weekend, it sounds like you're going to have the opportunity to do just that. Get your ducks in a row and feel like a sense of peace has been restored to you. Any tumultuous things, situations that have been going on are going to start to settle down for you. You're going to have a very convenient even weekend. Things are just going to fall into place for you this weekend, Aries. Then we have the Page of Wands, with the Page of Wands speaking to ambition, enthusiasm, and just as I said, you have such an enthusiastic nature that these things coming to you like this, your Six of Swords saying things are going to be evening out, working out in your favor, all wonderful. Things that you definitely want to have happen for you. That Page of Wands is just reinforcing that you are going to be at a point where that optimism is paying off. It's bringing you good news, bringing you new opportunities, or making current ventures much more lucrative for you, much more positive outcome. Success is coming for you. So with that Six of Swords, your challenge and your action are both saying whatever you're aiming for this weekend is going to be very successful for you. And then ending with the Lovers. So that power card is very closely related to your Gemini. And it's just saying that you are also going to be honing in on your emotional relationships, learning how to think of others before yourself, learning how to align your needs and wants with that of someone else. So even if you are currently in a relationship, Aries, you are going to be better with that relationship this weekend. Things are going to go very well. Your relationships are going to be very harmonious. So just because it is the lovers, I always like to think that it's just speaking to love in general. So it doesn't have to be your partner or someone you're in love with, just someone who you share love with. And in that case, things are going to be very smooth sailing for you. So a very nice, very positive weekend for you, Aries. And hello to you, Taurus. We're starting out with the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So lots of money, financial things are going on for you this weekend, Taurus. And that should, that should meet well with you, very practical, and also very generous. So if your financial flow is good, that makes you a happy Taurus. So with the Three of Pentacles, we're talking about creativity and success in business and career. So a rise in status among your peers. So normally what that's talking about is at work, you're going to be getting something that is going to reward you for all your hard work. It's also going to give you a rise in status, which of course makes you think of a raise or a lateral move where you're moving up in position. It could also just mean that you are working better with your peers. So work is going to not seem so much like work for you. Coming up this weekend, maybe you're even doing something, a work function, something where you're getting to know your coworkers in a different way, your managers in a different way, seeing your coworkers in a different light. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. This weekend is going to bring you some insight on your work situation and make your work situation better, make going to work more pleasant. And who wouldn't like that, right? Then we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is talking about financial opportunity, good news about money, possibly even a new job. So maybe this isn't a function or an outing with your current coworkers, but your future coworkers, or you're doing something where you are going to meet some people that are going to make you think twice about where you currently are. So the Page of Pentacles is saying perhaps there's a move, there's a shift there. So either enjoying the job you have more or finding a job that you feel like you would enjoy more. So it seems like there's a change that's going to be coming for you, Taurus. You're very practical, as we said before. So just look before you leave. Think about this. But you're feeling like you want more satisfaction from what you do for a living. That is the main message I'm getting from your Pentacles. You are seeking more than just the money. You are seeking some peace and some enjoyment with your work, or something more worthwhile. Then with the Six of Cups, you also have an emotional card with this, and it's just speaking to past or childhood relationships, things from your past that bring you great joy. So this might be something that maybe you thought about doing when you were a child, and now you have the opportunity to do it as a grown-up. I mean, I don't know. When I was little, I wanted to be a doctor. So maybe you're going to get the opportunity to do something like that. You always wanted to train horses. Well, now you have the opportunity to train horses. But it's not too far-fetched. Nowadays, you can do just about anything. So Taurus, think about that. What did you want to be when you grew up? Hi, Sagittarius. Thanks for stopping in, and let's see what Spirit has in store for you. The Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Swords. So right smack in the middle of your reading, you have a very, very nice power card. So just looking at that Hierophant, knowing that the Hierophant is closely related to Taurus in our astrological chart, this person is like a guide, someone who helps you with spiritual or religious decisions, the religious part of your life. So I myself am not a truly religious person, but I am very spiritual. So I like to think in this case, even though he looks as though he would be just a religious leader or mentor, this person, this Hierophant for you, is someone who just helps you keep your spirit and soul afloat. Keep it in place where it's supposed to be, buoyant. Your spirit is very keeping your spirit alive, keeping you in touch with things that make you feel good from the inside out, causing you to want to branch out, wanting you to be more in touch with your spiritual side. So Sagittarius, this weekend, you're going to be more open to that. You're very idealistic, very honest, and you're not so rigid with discipline. So this person could really be of great use to you, and it could really turn out very well for you. So listen to that person. They're coming to you for a reason. Now we're going to look at your Eight of Pentacles, your money. The Eight of Pentacles is talking about long-term prosperity and being open and having the chance to have advancement, either in a long-term career or in your financial goals. So if you've been trying to save money, if you've been trying to find a way to plan for retirement, something along those lines, that seems to be coming together for you this weekend, Sagittarius. So perhaps your Hierophant is not just your spiritual guide and your spiritual mentor, but this is also a person who you would trust with financial advice or just better life lessons to make you more financially responsible. There's nothing wrong with that. Then we have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is talking about perception and being able to be independent and use your own intellect to figure things out and get things together. So what that looks like, Sagittarius, is that you have lots of help wanting you to become more successful for your long-term goals, wanting you to be more open spiritually, but also able to tap into really control yourself financially and get that financial future together. Not just where you're working and how you're working, but actually feel like you are on the right track with your financial future and your retirement. And that's what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius. And now, hello to you, Leo. We are starting with the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So more action than challenge, but it's nice you have that balance. I like the balance of the swords and the wands. So with the Seven of Swords, we're talking about clarity and strategy, but also that wherewithal to know when you should share your ideas or when you should be open about things that you've been thinking about, things you've been planning. So that Seven of Swords is saying definitely a period of time where you are seeing things very clearly. You are wanting more understanding of things. So perhaps this weekend is going to be a weekend. It makes me think about doing a project, something where you're learning a new skill, but something that is for your future purpose, something that you don't really want to share yet what you're going to be doing. So learning a new skill, Leo, that's what I'm seeing here. You're going to be learning a new skill. And your creative nature is going to really be fed by that. You're going to feel very satisfied with what you're doing this weekend. Then you have the Ace of Wands, and it's talking about inspiration and new beginnings and creativity and new ventures and expansion. So definitely this new thing that you're going to be learning, this something that you're wanting to fine tune, is going to feed into that Ace of Wands, where you are feeling very inspired this weekend, very open to new things, wanting to experiment. So go for it, Leo. The Spirit and the cards are saying that this is a good weekend for you to get that started. And then with your Ten of Wands, excuse me, the Ten of Wands is saying just be careful with that. too much of a good thing. There's, there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. So don't work yourself into a hole. Don't overwork yourself so that it's no longer something that you're excited about or you want to do. Now it has become a chore. It has become a job. It has become work. Don't do that to yourself. This is something that's supposed to inspire you, something that is going to expand your horizons. So don't turn it into drudgery. Don't make it unpleasant for yourself. Try to always keep it something that does inspire you and makes you want to learn more, makes you want to really master this new skill that you're acquiring. So basically that's it. You're going to be learning something new, but don't overdo it, and definitely continue to embrace it and keep it as something that makes you happy. So that is what I am seeing for you, Leo. And hello to you, Aquarius. Let's see what Spirit is saying for you this weekend. So we are starting with the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So starting with a 9, ending with a 9. And obviously money is going to be at the forefront for you this weekend, Aquarius. So starting with that Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is referring to good luck and prosperity. Being able to look at everything you have and really being grateful for it. As they say, enjoy the little things. So the Nine of Pentacles is just reminding you that we should be, especially the way things are going right now, never a bad idea to say, you know what, I am so lucky, or I am so fortunate to have this. And if you look at everything you've accomplished, when you look around your house and you see the things that you have, when you wake up in the morning in a nice clean bed and you go into your nice clean shower, and when you see the things that you actually possess on a daily basis and you are really recognizing them, it just makes you feel like you're more abundant. And that is in fact because you are. You're very abundant. You're not a millionaire, but you're definitely happy with, and so far you are good with what you have, and you can always strive for more. So your Knight of Pentacles is talking about just that. The Knight of Pentacles is saying that you are ready to get some action going, ready to make things more stable for yourself financially. Good luck is on the horizon for you with business and career, and just all your hard efforts that you've put in before, the Knight is bringing them to fruition, bringing it to, okay, here is what you are going. You are reaping what you have sown. You are getting what you deserve because you have worked hard. So, I mean, that's really a nice thing, because for most people, when you work at a job, what's the first thing people say about if they're not happy at their job? Oh, well, I don't get appreciated. I don't think my boss understands what I do. I don't think the company I work for cares about me. Well, this is saying something is going to be coming to you, and oddly enough, this weekend, something is going to let you know that you are appreciated at work. That's what I'm seeing. That's how the Pentacles are working for you this weekend, Aquarius. You're going to be recognized, or something is going to let you know, good job. We appreciate you. And I hope that does happen for you, because it's very fulfilling. And then with your Nine of Wands, that's talking about courage and vigilance, and just knowing that things are right on the tip of happening. What you want to come true is going to be coming to you. You are going to be more creative. You are going to feel like you are ready to rock and roll, and you have been very vigilant with this. So all of these do read together. It's just weird to have that on the weekend, but some of us work on the weekend, so perhaps this is going to be happening for you at work if you work over the normal weekend. But either way, you're going to get some recognition, Aquarius. Be ready to accept it. Hi, Gemini. Thank you for stopping in. And let's see what Spirit's saying to you this weekend. We're starting with the King of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So action and money. Can't go wrong there, right? Well, we're starting with the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is talking about vision and being compassionate and just that natural leadership ability. Excuse me. So this weekend, your natural leadership is going to be requested. Not necessarily to be in charge of things, which a leader usually does, but maybe even mentoring, assisting someone. So you might not be in charge, but you are definitely going to be helping the people or the person that is in charge. Your expertise is going to be sought, Gemini. So that's kind of a cool thing, you know, especially if you don't have to be in charge. So just be prepared for someone coming to you saying, hey, you know, I really appreciate how well you do this, or this is what I would like to do, and I know you're good at this. That kind of thing is going to be happening for you this weekend. And then with the Eight of Wands, that's talking about changes and opportunities, lots of stuff going on for you at the same time, possibly even a little bit of travel. So wouldn't it be fun if something that you're really good at calls you to another part of the country? You get to actually travel. Even better, you get to leave the country. You get to visit some places you've never been before, or return to some place that you really enjoyed because of what you know and what you can do. So definitely a good representation of yourself and what you're capable of, what your knowledge, the things that you've acquired. Someone else wants that, to the point where they might even be willing to bring you to them. So some travel might be involved, but I definitely see that it's going to be them wanting you and your expertise. Then with the Four of Pentacles, that is talking about economic stability and feeling like you're on the right track. So again, this is something that I usually equate pentacles with work. It's just very easy to roll into that. But because we're already talking about your field of expertise, this might be a hobby, something that is a hobby for you. But yet that Four of Pentacles is still saying that it's going to help you protect your resources, help you maintain the economic balance. So this weekend is just setting a nice, stable ground for you to be financially set, to be financially able. So whatever you're doing this weekend, Gemini, is going to benefit you in the financial realm. So take it seriously, and you are being sought for your expertise. Let them know what you can do. Show them your stuff. All right, Libra. Hello, hello. And let's see what the weekend is saying for you. We are starting out with Judgment. We have the Star. Oh, and we have the Sun. So you have all power cards in your reading. So very strong stuff. Somebody is definitely trying to give you a message. So we're starting out with Judgment, which is usually that self-assessment, but also knowing that your past efforts are rewarding you in the future. So that is a very strong and very good card to have right at the beginning of your reading. So it's saying that you are more aware of yourself and what you have been up to than you thought. This weekend, you might even be reflecting on things that you have accomplished in your past, things that you have done even hobby-wise, things that you have done for people in your life. Just really saying, okay, what have I contributed to my fellow human being? What have I brought to the table of my life? So this might be a weekend where you're doing some self-assessment, like contemplation, like deep thought about who you are and what you've done. Then you have the Star, and the Star is closely linked with Aquarius in the astrology charts. And so I always think that it's a good idea to just branch out. Think about if you know anybody that is an Aquarius, someone who does inspire you, because the Star represents inspiration, new ideas, just serious creativity going on here. So between that self-assessment and your past efforts bringing you future success, you also have the Star saying that, yes, again, your creativity, your inspiration, that positive outlook on things, Libra, has brought you to this point and is going to bring you more joy and more prosperity. And then you end your reading with the Sun. I mean, this is really, really, really a sweet reading for your weekend, Libra. It just speaks volumes, saying that you are going to have a very, very prosperous weekend. Feel like you're on top of the world. With the sun ending yours, the sun represents happiness, success, security, just a sense that all is well. So between the self-assessment and then you have the inspiration from the star, and see how her cups, they just run together. So you're just feeling fulfilled in every single way. So just going to be kind of a dreamy weekend. It's definitely going to appeal to your very very optimistic nature, very much about your, you do like thinking about yourself and what makes you happy. So this is going to be a Libra type of weekend for you. This is going to be, what can we do? What can the world do to make you happy? And that's pretty much how it's going to feel, Libra. So enjoy it. And hello to you, Cancer. We are starting out with the Hanged Man, the 10 of Cups, and Death. So you are starting and ending with a Power card. Both of them are kind of interesting together because the Hanged Man, of course, is asking you to take a pause, to really meditate on something that needs your attention. You need a break. You need some downtime to really contemplate something. And then on the other end with Death, and Death is closely associated to Scorpio in your sign, in the astrological sign. With that, Death is saying that there must be an ending in order for you to have a new beginning. So something is requiring your attention, Cancer, big time. And something that you really need to take the time to think about, break with your normal traditions, maybe even change, a big change. So it's not just the ending of something, but it's a transition into something new. You are just being told that you need to stop and think about this big change that's coming, or that you need to cause yourself. You need to change. Now, the change is almost always for the better, but it's a big change. It is something that really requires you to move into a new realm, move into a new school of thought. You are being required to go against your nature, something that you maybe didn't even think you had been thinking about. So whatever that is, this weekend is telling you, okay, now is your chance to really stop. So if you had a busy weekend, you might want to think about making it a little less busy, because there's something that needs your attention, Cancer, and it's the spirit is saying that you need to really think about it. Now, if you're getting married this weekend, don't cancel your wedding unless that's the big thing you've been thinking about, because you do have your emotional card right in the middle. But definitely it's something that's going to require your attention more than you've been giving it, and more than you can give it if you have all sorts of activities planned and all sorts of things going on. It sounds like this weekend might be a good idea to just really take some time for yourself and really use that time to think about things that you've been avoiding or you haven't really been thinking about. And then you have your 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is just saying that it's usually based with family, but harmony within your life. Harmony and love and joy and happiness, high self-esteem. The 10 of Cups is just saying love is the answer. It's like you are feeling very loved, you are feeling very loving, and you feel a very close attachment to those people that you are emotionally involved with, not romantically involved with, emotionally. So perhaps that's what your decision is about. But all of those put together say stop and think about what's ahead of you. Hello to you, Pisces, and let's see what's in store for you this weekend. So we're starting with the Devil. We have the 7 of Wands, and we have the Emperor. So starting and ending with a Power card, that seems to be a popular trait for this weekend. So the Devil is basically, and the Devil is closely associated with Capricorn. I always like to mention that. The Emperor is closely associated to Aries. So both of these very strong power cards on either end of your reading. One is telling you that you need to be careful about what you do, things that are just innately you. You're just instinct. It's what you do. It's not the best thing to do. It's probably not even good for you in general, but you do it anyway, and you do it so much so that it's just a part of who you are. Your friends might even say, oh, that's just such and such. No, this weekend, you are being asked to change that up a bit. The Emperor is there to help you. The Emperor wants you to have more structure and give you protection. That safety and stability isn't going to come without a lot of self-discipline. So the Emperor is there to help rein you in and say, this is what I recommend you do. Follow my lead. The Devil is saying, you really need to do this. You really need to listen to the Emperor. You really need to get it together. This is something that you already know is not good for you. It's a behavior that you really have been wanting to change. It's something that you often sit back and say, oh man, I really wish I didn't do that. I always do that. Why did I do that? Okay, so this weekend, work on that. Don't say it. Do it. You need to change this behavior, and you know what it is. Probably more than one. And the Devil is definitely warning you against it, saying, you really need to change this behavior to make your life better, to improve your life. And the Emperor is here to help you this weekend. So definitely make sure that you're searching out, reaching out for this person who can help you with this. Don't be afraid to let someone know what's going on. Hey, I need help with this, or I've noticed that, you're really good at this. How do you do it? So picking somebody's brain is a great way to do that. Just saying, how do you do it? And then with your Seven of Wands, we are talking about having the strength to overcome a challenging issue. So here we are talking about this behavior. So it almost makes me feel like, Pisces, this weekend you have sought that out. It's not necessarily your personal Emperor. I feel like you have reached out to get some help. Not necessarily like, well, yeah, professional. Like if you are struggling with weight loss, you have sought out, what do they call that? A nutritionist, or you have signed up for a spin class, or you have decided to finally take ballroom dancing because you think it'll be good exercise. And your behavior that you keep saying, why did I do that, is keep putting bad things into your mouth, and then you want to sit on the sofa instead of working. So work on that, Pisces, and listen to these guys. They're trying to tell you to change something. And hello to you, Scorpio. Let's see what's up this weekend. We are starting with your Knight of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Ace of Cups. So side-by-side aces and lots of challenge there. Nice high cards. So let's go ahead and start with your Knight of Swords. With the Knight of Swords, it's speaking to seeking out rational and logical solutions, but maybe going at them a little bit too quickly. You want this answer so bad. You want to know what's going on. You want to understand it so badly that you might be acting a little rashly. The Knight tends to do that. So if there's something that you've been wanting to know the answer to, or something that you've wanted to really understand, probably go a little bit slower. Give yourself a chance to digest it, to understand it, because that's what you're seeking. You're seeking that answer. You're seeking some logical answers, but you also have that rashness, that bold behavior of the Knight. So just take your time with this. You will get the answers that you're seeking. You will understand this, but you have to understand it's going to take some time. So, and this weekend could just be the beginning of that. That ball of wax is getting bigger and bigger because you're starting to understand more and more. Then with the Ace of Swords, it is speaking to mental clarity and being able to figure out your obstacles. Come to a conclusion that seems fair to you, that seems clear to you. So your challenge cards are definitely talking to each other, saying, yes, this is how it should work. You should have that hunger for knowledge. You should want to understand and want to learn new things. But on the same token, you should also know that right now your mental clarity is really great. You're going to be experiencing some breakthroughs, and there's nothing wrong with that. This weekend is for some searching for answers and getting them. Good for you, Scorpio. I mean, that's wonderful, successful. And then with the Ace of Cups, I'm just speaking to the base of love, just pure, raw love, feeling that bliss that comes with the love relationship, and with experiencing love of all kinds. So with your challenge cards being those about that mental clarity and being able to come to some good conclusions from knowledge and taking your time to gain that knowledge, you also have that Ace of Cups saying that your emotional world is going to be very blissful, very peaceful, very much what you are desiring. So if you want to be with that person you care about a lot this weekend, that's going to happen. They're going to be there. They're going to want to spend the entire weekend with you. They're going to want to plan something with you. If you only want them around a little bit, well, guess what? I happen to have Saturday afternoon off. Want to go to the movies? Yes, I do. And then done. So it's your romantic weekend is going to be exactly what you want, Scorpio. So good weekend for knowledge and for love. So that is what I am seeing for you. Thank you for joining me, and I want to invite you to join me for your weekly reading airing this Sunday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.